Modi's cool move. Why the new AC temperature guideline is smarter, greener opinion. The government of India could soon regulate the temperature of your air conditioners. Sounds weird, right? But it's happening, and the major air conditioner manufacturers are complying. In an attempt to control electricity consumption, the government is planning to standardize air conditioner temperatures. Power Minister Manohar Lal Khattar recently said in a press conference, the temperature should be between 20 to 28 for all ACs. According to these new regulations, I don't think any of us even use the AC at temperatures below 20. While well-intentioned, this one-size-fits-all approach risks overlooking individual comfort needs and begs the question, why is the government regulating the temperature of my air conditioner? The logic is quite clear: to alleviate pressure on an increasingly strained power grid. Air conditioners currently account for approximately 50 gigawatts GW of electricity use, nearly 1/5 of the nation's maximum power load. Approximately 1 billion tons of coal was burnt to meet this rising electricity demand. The regulation is important given that more and more people are now able to afford air conditioners, and consequently sales are going up. Over 14 million AC units were sold last year. This has led to a share of household electricity used to rise from 22% in 2001-213 to 25% in 2022-23. But why is there such a high demand for ACs and residential cooling? In 2024, India recorded 536 heatwave days, the highest in 14 years, with temperatures rising to 49.2 C. It was officially the warmest year. 11,000 heat-related deaths were recorded between 2001-2021. In 2024, more than 200 heat-related deaths were recorded. And even an incremental 1 degree Celsius increase in AC temperature can cut energy use by 6. Projections suggest that tighter energy regulations for ACs could save up to 60 GW of peak demand by 2035. Potentially avoiding the need to spend 7.5 trillion, approximately 88 billion, on building new power plants and grid systems. Apart from the economic savings for the government and climate protection, one of the more underappreciated aspects of the temperature guideline is the positive impact it can have on personal health. Low indoor temperatures below 20 C could potentially cause temperature shocks. It can lead to fatigue, increased stress on internal organs, and even respiratory issues. A moderate setting around 22 C to 24 C helps the body transition more smoothly between indoor and outdoor conditions, reducing health risks. Setting air conditioners at 22 C also has specific benefits for vulnerable groups such as the elderly, children, or those with existing respiratory conditions. Lower temperatures can also flare up cold-induced ailments such as asthma, joint pain, or sinus irritation. Additionally, sleep quality tends to improve when indoor temperatures aren't set too low. And globally, countries are taking similar steps as what India has proposed. Often these are stricter. India's 2028 C range is more flexible than the range of most countries. And under Modi's leadership, there has been a strong commitment to transitioning towards a sustainable and green energy future. A pivotal moment was at the 26th Colombian Pesos Summit in Glasgow, where Modi announced India's ambitious Panchamrit plan, committing the nation to achieving net zero by 2070. To help fuel this green transition, Modi government introduced sovereign green bonds to attract investment for projects. Domestically, the PM has spearheaded the Green India mission since 2014 to enhance the country's forest cover. This has led to a consistent increase in forest cover to 25.17%. In urban areas, focus has been on sustainability and waste management. Schemes like Swachh Bharat have reduced groundwater contamination and improved public health. And while AC temperature standardization is the latest government initiative, under the Modi government there has been concerted efforts in reducing electricity consumption. Green building designs are an integral part of the Smart Cities mission. These envisage more use of solar energy, water conservation, smart lighting, and energy-efficient HVAC systems. Many smart city projects have incorporated Griha Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment or IGBC Indian Green Building Council standards. Griha is India's green building rating system, developed by the Griha Council and TERI in 2007. It was revamped in 2019 under the Modi government to align with global sustainability goals and India's climate commitments under the Paris Agreement. High-profile state-backed projects have focused on energy efficiency. Take for example, the Bharat Mandapam, where 43.5% reduction in energy consumption has been achieved through efficient AC systems and the integration of 400 kWp of solar PV panels. Similarly, at the new Parliament building, energy-efficient lighting has helped save over 50 power. New sustainable building codes such as the Energy Conservation and Sustainable Building Code for commercial buildings and Eco Niwas Samhita for residential buildings have also been deployed by the Modi government, which aim to reduce electricity consumption by 18%. Modi also spearheaded programs like Ujjwala, which distributed over 36.87 crore LED bulbs, resulting in estimated energy savings of 48.41 billion kilowatt-hour and avoiding a peak demand of 9,789 MW. The Street Lighting National Program has installed over 1.31 crore LED streetlights, saving 8.82 billion kilowatt-hour annually. Nanan, the Modi government has been at the forefront in driving capacity addition to existing power infrastructure. Per capita electricity consumption in India has increased to 1,395 kilowatt-hour in 200 and 2,324, marking a substantial 45.8% increase from 957 kilowatt-hour in 200 and 1,314. Rural areas now enjoy an average of 21.9 hours of electricity daily, up from 12.5 hours in 2014. While urban areas receive up to 23.4 hours, reflecting significant improvements in reliability and reach. Power generation has been a major focus area. India's total installed power generation capacity has surged by an impressive 83.8% since March 2014. India successfully met an all-time maximum power demand of 250 GW during FY 200 and 2425. With energy shortages reducing to a mere 0.1% from 4.2% in FY 200 and 1314. The contribution from green energy sources is also rising. Since April 2014, 129 GW of renewable energy capacity has been added, including a substantial 91 GW of solar power. However, there are challenges ahead. In the next 2 decades, India faces an estimated investment gap of $1 to $2 trillion in energy infrastructure to achieve its target of 500 GW of clean power by 2030 and net zero emissions by 2070. Swipe left for next video. The core challenge is to balance escalating energy demands and rising aspirations with climate change considerations. While standardization of AC temperatures, from the outside, seems like an unnecessary and intrusive move, it does play a part in reducing energy consumption in the longer term. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect NEWS18's views. Latest blogs.